Igbokwe reacts after Abba Kyari silenced the activities of Fulani herdsmen in the eastern region. As we all know, Abba Kyari is a popular Inspector General of Police Intelligence Response Team. Abba, who was admitted into Police Academy, Kano State in 2000, as he graduated as Cadet Assistant Superintendent of the Police and was posted to Adamawa State Police Command for his 1-year mandatory attachment in Song Police Division. He is well known on social media for his victories against unknown gunmen and Fulani herdsmen in the eastern part of the country. In recent developments, Igbokwe on his official Facebook handle reacted to the activities of Abba Kyari in the state, in the eastern part of the country. While reacting, he wrote, "Have you noticed that there hasn't been any single Fulani herdsman in the east since Abba Kyari visited?" Okay, but even before Abba Kyari was there, ESN sort of did the job, and then for some reason there was another influx of Fulani herdsmen, and then there was just all this unnecessary chaos, and then this was followed by military presence in the southeast, and then everything was just jumbled up, and then killings were going on left, right, center, and then it just left a conversation of Fulani herdsmen, and then innocent people started dying, and they were in custody of the military. So again, everything out here is just confusing. It's just all confusing, especially with what's going on in the southeast, because at first the remarkable difference that Southeastern actually saw was when the launch of the ESN actually led to the removal proper of there was a phase where the Southeast was literally the best place to be in the country at the time because the ESN did their job. Someone here says Joe Igbokwe is a fulefu. His daily statement is only his efforts to please his slave masters. For Abba Kyari to leave his northern people in more serious need of such person like him, to me, is another form of criminality and call for his investigation. That is true, and I think on this note, that is why. This statement is literally why the northern part of the country should be leading on the protest. They really should. They really should. I think when it comes to the control that the government wants to have on the north, I think they just have it like in the palm of their hands. As in they've mastered the control there with different tactics of sentiment and religion. So they're literally like right there. Not saying it doesn't work in the south too, but not to the extent in which the north is literally captive. Not being very honest. You don't have to be in shackles and in chains for you to understand that you can still be enslaved. So yeah, a lot of things are going on. And for this reason, it's literally why the North should protest. But that's a whole other conversation. Someone says, "God bless you, Igbokwe. You are good." All right. Someone says, "When last have you visited home last? Ask or have your local government about the menace recently." Oof. Inferiority complex is the worst thing that ever happened to this Joe Igbokwe. Someone says, "You nailed it. He is highly on Newi like." Ooh. Not these people removing his identity. You guys, you can't remove that forever, right? Again, would you say inferiority complex? They know what they're doing. Because their greed or whatever you call it is what is keeping them. See, listen, nothing is forcing these people to just be like, you know what, I don't want to be part of this again. Except there's some underground activity that we do not know of. But theoretically, there should be no reason as to why, people in this position should still remain there out of their own will and volition. They're also in such spaces for their own personal gain. So you can't really say inferiority complex. Inferiority complex, that is your problem, and that is what you have to sort out. Listen, you make decisions at the end of the day, okay? So inferiority complex, please leave that out of the equation. Someone says Igbokwe is a criminal. He needs to be arrested for hate speech. Okay. Yes, much of them arrested and some killed. Their graves are found with many girls' head. Huh? Now that's a whole different twist to the story. Someone here says someone who doesn't visit his hometown is talking about Fulani is no more east. Oh, but you okay, fine. But his name is Joe Igbokwe. Like I don't like you might have your personal sentiment against him, but doesn't change the fact that he's still Igbo. But yeah, it's the hurt and betrayal that these people think. They think, he's serving his what, as these people say in the comment section, his Fulani masters. Someone says, where is he from? North, right? Let him go and help El Rufai of Kaduna as Zulum of Borno against these criminals and maiming on a daily basis. Honestly, this politics of a thing, I don't even understand anymore at this point, because everything is so jumbled up, and it's like Nigerians are just in a place where who would they trust? Who would they trust? Definitely not the government. I mean, the government pretending, not even pretending, we know they had the resources, but they never really proved that they had the resources. We knew it. It's like, you have something, but then when you have proof that you have something, it solidifies that you have something. So in this case, the abduction of Nnamdi Kanu solidified that the government had the resources to fix insecurity, but they chose not to. And I think that is the most dangerous thing, and that's why Nigerians should be scared, because it means that the government has been intentionally just not doing anything about a lot of situations in the country for a long time, and all of a sudden they can fix insecurity, and see, it's all confusing. Now it's all confusing because the government, if anything should happen, they're gonna be able to solve it. Maybe they're just too confident that they can do things like this, but it never really works. If you don't have plan and you're not prepared, you can never really want to counter any situation. But again, I think for the government to comply in some way, we've just got to put them in a position where they will and they must feel the plight of the average Nigerian, and they're just unable to avoid it anymore. They're unable to avoid the fact that all this, they're gonna have to go through it. Another person here says this man is not a true Onyego, a rejected black sheep. Well, Igbokwe, oof, seems like your people have disowned you, so yeah, he needs to know where he's gonna start from there, because it seems like these people are like, just go and join Fulani already. Yeah. Put what you think about this in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe.